Hello students, welcome back to the Python programming series. In this video, I'm going to explain some data file handling programs using binary files. The first program is to create a binary file with name, roll number, marks. The first program is to create a binary file which stores the student's details, name, roll number and marks, and we need to search a student's details by giving a roll number. Then it will show the details of that particular student, and if not found, appropriate message. So let's first create the binary file which stores the student's details, and then we will search for a particular record based on roll number. For doing operations on binary file, we need to import the pickle module. Then we have defined a function called the search roll number to search a student based on the roll number. Then we have defined one more function to add students details, that is add underscore student. Let's see this function. First we need to open the file student.dat. We are opening this student.dat in AB mode, that means append binary mode. The student.dat file may be existing one, and in that case we need to add extra records to the already existing file. So we are opting this append mode, and because this is a binary file we are using B also. After that we are using a variable C and initializing it with Y because we are using this C variable in the loop. Any number of records can be inputted. In that way we have done this program. So here while loop is used, and this while loop enters the record by record. First we are setting a list L as an empty list. Then we are asking the user to enter the roll number, and this roll number is appended to this empty L. Now this L contains the roll number. Now again we are asking the user for the name, and that is also appended to this L. Then we are using another list called marks, and here we are inputting 5 subjects marks to this list marks. For that we are using this loop. This loop is varying from 0 to 4. So each time it will input one subject mark, and that will be appended to this marks. The mark we entered is small letter m, and that will be appended to this marks list. Then after completion of this loop, all the 5 subjects marks will be there in this marks, that is appended to the list. Now the list contains the roll number, also the name, and also the marks of 5 subjects. So the list is ready, data is ready. Now we can write that to the file using the pickle.dump method of pickle module. Then we have to supply the data, and we have to mention to which file we want to write. The file handle is F, capital letter F. So this list will be written to the F. Then we are asking the user whether he or she wants to add more elements. Okay, so if she wants to add more elements, then definitely yes will be inputted, otherwise no. So if it is not yes, the loop will terminate. Then after coming out, we are closing the file. That is the add student function. Now let's see the search function. In the search function, we are opening the file in RB mode, read purpose. It is open for the read purpose, so RB mode. Then we are inputting which roll number we want to search to RNO. Then within a try-catch block, we are writing the rest of the code. We are using a variable called found, and it is initialized to 0. If we are finding out the student, we are making this found as 1. Then here we are entering into a infinite loop, and within this infinite loop we are loading each record by record. First record is loaded using the pickle.load method. Then after reading the first record, we are checking its roll number against the entered RNO. The roll number is the first field, so the first index is 0. So S of 0 will gives the roll number that is checked against this RNO. If a match is found, the student is there, that is the meaning. Then we are just displaying the student details and making this found as 1. In a class, roll number is a unique field. So we have already found out the student, so we are using a break here. We are coming out of the loop. Then if that is not happening, the entire records are already read, then it will come to the EOF error. Then we are closing the file and we are checking this found variable. If this found is still 0, that means student is not yet found out. So we are just displaying student not found message. So this is the search program. So this is the search function and we have already discussed the add student function. Now just call these two functions so that we can do the program. Add student function is called like this and afterwards the search roll number function is also called. Now let's execute this program. See, we have entered two students details. First is Arun Kumar and second is Bibin Matthew. I want to add one more. I have entered one more student's details, that is Fawin Ali. Now I don't want to add anymore, so I can just press no. We have already entered the student details. Now I want to search a particular student by using the roll number. Suppose I want to search the second roll number. So look at the output. You can see the student's details whose roll number is 2. That is Bibin Matthew. That's our program. Now let's see another similar program which is searched based on a name. We have to enter the student details and we need to search the student details based on name. Here also we need to import the pickle module. We need to define a search name function which search the student's details based on name. Then we are using a add student function to add the details of the students to the binary file. Student.dat. Here I am using a n before that, nstudent.dat. That is my file name. This function will add the student's record one by one. I have already explained the add student code. Now let's see the search name function. Here our file name is nstudent.dat and we are opening the file for read purpose. So RB is the file mode. Now instead of roll number, here we need to enter the name of the student. So that is done using this input statement. Then we are using a variable found and setting that to 0. If we are finding out the student, we are incrementing that. And an infinite loop is used here. Within this loop, we are reading the records one by one using the load method of pickle module. Then the student's details will be there in the S object. The second field contains the name. So we are checking S of 1 against the entered name N. If we are finding out the match, then student found message is given. Student's details is also printed out and we are incrementing the found by 1. Here we are not using a break because there is a chance for more than one students having the same name. So we are finding all the matches. If the entire file is already read, then it will shows an EOF error. That means enter file is reached. Then file is closed and depending upon the found variable's value, we are displaying the message. If the found is still 0, student not found. Otherwise, we are just printing how many students with the given name is found out. That is the search name function. Now let's call this add student function and also the search name function. Let's execute this. I have entered two students details to this file. Then let's search the students based on the name. I want to know the details of Aditya S. So I can enter the student's name to be searched as Aditya S. So it will show you the details of Aditya S. So in this way, we can search a student's record based on a name. Now let's see another program which updates the marks. First, we need to search the student and we can change the marks of that particular student. So first, we need to enter the student's details. For that, we are using a function add student. The code of this add student is already explained. Now let's move on to the update student function. Now let's see the update student function. In that, we need to open the file. Here we need to read the file and also we want to write to that file. So reading and writing happening at the same time. So we need to open the file in RB plus mode. R means reading and this plus means writing. By B means binary file. So we are opening our upstudent.dat for reading purpose and also for writing purpose. Now we are searching the student based on name. Then after getting the student's detail, we are updating the records. So first we need to search the student having the name N. For that, the same searching technique we have used here. We are using a variable found and initializing it to 0 and we are traversing through the entire records. For that, we are using this while loop. Here, before taking the record using the load, pickle.load, we are taking the position of the file handle. File pointer position is taken to POS. After that, we are loading the first record. Then we are matching student's name, that is the second field. So index 1, S of 1 against the entered name N. Then if the student is found out, we are displaying all the details of the student, existing marks of the student plus the name and all. Then after that we are making this found as 1. Then here we need to create a new list with the new data. So an empty list is created. Then the roll number is added, appended to that also the name. Then marks, there is changes. Modification happening for the marks. So for that, we are asking the user to enter the new marks. So the same marks entering technique we have applied here also. All the 5 subject marks we are re-entering. And if you want to make any change, you can do that here. Then here to this marks list, all the 5 marks are added one by one from the M. Then after that, this marks is also appended to this L. Then we need to move the cursor one record upwards. Then in that position, we need to rewrite. So we are already saved the position to position before reading. We have already saved the position of the record before reading to POS. Then we are moving the cursor, file handle pointer to the position from the beginning. So from the beginning means you have to give the offset as 0. We are moving POS bytes. So that means above the record, current record. Then after that we are rewriting the records. That means we are just writing the newly entered data, that is our L, to the file. Then in that way this updation is done. Then it is asking for more updation. If any other student is having the same name, that is also can be changed using this program. If it is taking the records one by one and when it reaches the end, it will generate EOF error. The file is also closed. If the found is still 0, it is showing student not found. Then this is the update function. Here we need to call the add student function and afterwards update student. Let's execute the program. Here we have entered 2 students records. One is Alan Koshi and second is Regin. But by mistake, I have entered the Regin's first mark as 90, but it was 91. So to make the correction, I can do the update. I want to enter the name of the student, Regin. Then Regin's current details are displayed here. and I want to make the new changes. So it is 91. So I change that. Rest of the records I am giving the same mark. I am re-entering the same marks. In that way, I have done the updation. So this is the updation. So we have seen how to search a record based on roll number, also based on name, and also how we can update a record. Thanks for watching.